Shalom, Israel. It's your boy Yashala coming to you from Boots on the Ground. And these next couple of articles going to cover updates in the Diddy case. Stay tuned.
On who Jonathan Odie is.
Most people remember the video. It was in 2018. He was the Trump Doral hotel shooter. He was making bizarre claims, like he was Diddy's sex slave and that Diddy had forced him to have sex with his girlfriend Cassie. He also talks about like the Black Boule and the Illuminati.
Do you know Sean Combs? Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. They move all the dope. Okay, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by the inside the United States.
So everything he's saying about the relationship between Diddy and Cassie ended up being verified and true and sounded insane at that time. He also says that Diddy's a member of the Black Illuminati and that he would hear him on the phone discussing matters. He also mentioned in this, we didn't show this clip, but he mentions pink cocaine.
Yeah.
At that time, no one knew what he was talking about. Suddenly, Lil Rod's lawsuit is speaking about that exact same drug that he's saying is a combination of all sorts of drugs like MDMA and cocaine. And again, all of this is allegedly, but he says that essentially that's what Diddy is giving out at these parties that has people that is so high, rather. Again, what year was this that Jonathan Odie was arrested?
That was 2018.
And we can also now confirm that he was indeed a sex slave to Cassie and Diddy. Cassie was asked
Cassie
questions and Cassie testified about him and was asked questions and confirmed.
I want him to take the stand so bad.
So what's going on?
Also, while we're on the Black Boule thing, that Jonathan
could you describe, by the way, because
Boule.
when you actually brought up the Black Boule, I had no idea what that was.
I don't know a lot about it, and I think that there's a lot of versions of it. I think the understanding is that it traces back to like the Black nobility and one of the royal families.
I think there might be a Wikipedia.
Yeah, there is. And so it that in modern times there's lots of different takes on it, but the theory is that you sell out your own. And so the Black Boule, my understanding is that they are sort of the black people that sell out the other black people on behalf of, the Illuminati or the guys controlling the world. And LeBron James does have a gigantic back tattoo of the crest, like the symbol itself of the Black Boule. Very, very literally the exact image.
Well,
or it's his chest, I think. It's
like I think it's on
huge.
his chest. Jonathan Odie. Can you update my audience?
And I would tell you if I didn't. And by the way, I think I really like you. And I would tell you if I didn't. And by the way, I think at a certain point, everyone will.
Beautiful. We all human beings, and a few people were saying I was this violent character. Just because I was breaking people's jaws and arms, and look at me. I'm like, I'm just a passionate young man, and I made a mistake.
Well, everybody's going to get in trouble. It's a question of how do you get out of trouble? Mm-hmm. And I did it by working smart. More importantly than anything else is by using my own brain. I've done things, but I'm not in any trouble, and I'm doing well, and I'm making money.
Well, you're making the same mistakes that I am. You may just be able to hide yours a little bit better.
Perhaps not. I don't know. I don't know.
We go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Diddy was oppressed for a long time being on that record label under Andre Harrell, and it's a repetitive cycle because hurt people hurt other people. You understand? And rather than seeking help and counsel and getting help with the issue so you can rise above it, a lot of people succumb to it. And this is what Diddy fell to in terms of having these alleged freak-offs and things of that nature. And the gift that destroyed his heart, which is his mind, was all his goddamn money that he's been getting. This obscene wealth, because with the wealth came power. And he thought he had power to where he can do what he want. And that's clearly not the case. Even in that recent clip, Trump told him, what to do. And basically he didn't listen. Had he listened to Trump, he probably wouldn't be in jail now. It's like he said to Trump, he covered up his crimes, but he just covered them up better. Well, you got to work smart, not hard. If you're going to do crime and don't want to get caught, you understand? Even though you can get around over the oppressor, you can't get over the Most High. I pray y'all understand. To the next episode. Shalom.